I'm Cheryl Elgie, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Kerrang in Northern Victoria. I'm going to jump right in because I know we're all busy and I've yet to prepare dinner, so this could be a long one. So I got the idea from Gemma Clark, the Inspired Stamper. She has a video on YouTube. So you begin with, well, you don't have to begin with this, but this is the inside piece, and it measures 6 inches by 7.5 inches. So on the 6-inch side, you're going to score that in half at 3 inches. Then we're going to come around to the 1/2 inch, make sure that's straight. I'm going to score it at 1/2 inch. We're going to score it at 1/2 inch on the other side too, which will be 7 inches, because remember it's a 7.5 inch piece. And then we're going to score it at 3.5. Where are we? 3.5. Trying to find the line where the half is there. I think that's it. 3.5 and 4 inches. So that's 3 inches down the middle on the 6-inch side. It's a 1/2 inch, 3.5, 4 and 7. But if you want to just flip it around, so if you're putting your arm out, and sometimes it's more accurate. Then you're going to turn it to the 6-inch side again, and you're going to cut from, grab my pointer, and you're going to cut from the edge to the 3rd score line. So 1, 2, 3. So you're going to cut from here to here, and then you're going to cut just this 1/2 inch piece here from here to here. Okay, we'll just do that from the 3-inch line, making sure it's very straight. And then I'm gonna start here, I reckon. Let's see if I got it. Yep, it's all the way, and the light's bad this time of day. It shines in my window. It's a bit distracting. There we go, I got it there. So then you end up with this, and then we're going to cut windows. We're going to cut the windows. I don't know whether Gemma mentioned it, but I probably missed it. You're going to be cutting the windows in the short side, and you're going to be cutting them in the side which doesn't have the slit. So in this side, I've already done one. I think I can put my trimmer away now. So you're going to, I'll show you what I used. So I used, let me see, which one was it? I used this one. Just line it up as best you can in the centre, run that through, and then you run this one through. These are the Stylish shapes, I believe. Yes, it would work with if you've only got the old version of these, it would work with that. And that was, I actually received a swap from, yeah, it's craftingwithkaz.com. Pop-up card, Night of Navy. Remember when we had this set, the brightly gleaming suite? And actually, she didn't have instructions, although maybe I didn't look them up. Maybe the squares were going out, and I thought, well, can't do it without them. So you open it up, and it pops up like that. And I probably need to put it like that, do I? So you can see. I don't know if you can see still. I do that. Is anyone else watching? Can you see? I can see what you can see. So here, well, that's up the wrong way now. So maybe like that. It's a bit hard to show you on camera. So I just thought that was such a clever design. All of my ladies that came last Sunday received one of these gorgeous cards, and I showed them, well, I didn't go through the whole thing, but I showed them basically what to do. Yeah. That was my inspiration. Well, I saw it on Demo Party Planning when I was looking for something else, and then I thought, oh wait, I had a card like that. Let's get it out and see. So then, once you've cut them, then you'll take the same one and this one, then you will place that on your paper. Oh, I have something new to show you. I have used something new. I have a gorgeous granddaughter whose favourite colour is purple. This is from the new mini. So you get, it's called Fine Shimmer, and honestly, it's just gorgeous. There's, I think that must be, yeah, soft succulent and fresh freesia. I've used the fresh freesia because of course that's purple. The succulent is beautiful, be beautiful for Christmas cards. I might even use some of that too. So you get 2 sheets of each, and this gorgeous, it's not glimmer, it's not the, it's not like this, it's not like that. It's like a flatter, more like a shimmer. Well, it's called shimmer. So you get 2 sheets of this, and this is just a beautiful, you guys know I'm not a yellow person, but it's just a beautiful, beautiful gold. All the girls that have picked up their catalogues since, when did I get them? Wednesday, was it? Since Wednesday, I've had a bit of a look at that, and everyone was really impressed with that beautiful paper. So then you cut out your, where's mine? And I'm not sure if I'm going to use silver or the beautiful purple yet. I want to do my inside, and then I can have a peek and see which colour looks best. This is how I create. I've always got to have options, and I've always got to go, oh, does that look better? Does that look better? Rather than just do it. I never just do it. So I'm not going to stick them on just yet. I'm going to deal with that a bit later. So on the inside of them, we need to have a decoration. So you don't want to, oh, there's that one. You don't want to have anything really popped up or anything with that. You don't want to have it any bulk because you've got enough bulk as it is. So what we're going to do is we're either going to use, well, it doesn't really matter which one of these we use. I might use that Boughs of Jolly. That you'd think that was pretty nice, I think. So now where's my that? So then I'm going to decide whether I'm going to do silver trees and a pink deer. I've cut out my silver deer, I think I did. Yes, I did. So then I'm going to stamp some pink trees. Well, not pink, it's not pink. I keep thinking it's pink. It is rather a pinky purple, isn't it? So I hope she doesn't think it's pink. Although I did say to her the other night, it was before I had my pre-order, I said, what's your second favourite colour? Because I haven't really got anything purple. We don't really have any purple Christmas paper as such anyway, but I've cheated a bit. I'm using this out of the butterfly set. I'm using the back of it because I thought that rather looked like snowflakes. There is some fresh freesia in the, it's a larger buy of the, when you buy Celebration, it's, if you spend 180, you get the, I wasn't going to bring it out, and boy, you'll see things as we go, so I'm not going to bring that out and show you. Let's too much to get through tonight, so I'll just show you how I did the trees. So we've got options. We're going to do either one of these, so I don't need that for now. So this is just how I did these. Actually, I might do them all dark. I was going to stamp off, but I don't think I will. Might come down a bit with that though. And I've just re-inked this because it was very pale, so now I've probably got too much ink in it, but never mind, we might not even use this. Now it's got a bit of ink on here. And if I go up a bit higher, sorry if my head's getting in there, I just want to clean that. By 10 inch, we're either going to use that or we're going to use that. Not sure yet. See how we go. Now I wanted to show you how I did the ribbon. I measured, because the base card, I should have mentioned before, is 5 inches by 10 inches. So it's 10 inches obviously that way, scored in half at 5 inches. Glue dot, put your ribbon on before you put your paper on, your designer series paper. So I put my glue dot there, and I decided I would give her, I couldn't decide what ribbon either, but I thought, oh, I think I'll just go for it and give her this beautiful shimmery organza-y ribbon. So it's actually got little pinkish, purplish kind of dots in it. So then I put a glue dot there, and I put that on there. So why not that? Yeah, that way up. Do I? Yeah, I do. And I'll lay that on top of there, just so that you get your ribbon even. If you want to wing it, that's fine, but this is how I do it. And then it does stick a bit, but doesn't stick totally. And you had a glimpse of the front. I'll explain what I've done there as we go on. So to get my paper in the middle. And this is a great way, this card, of using up heaps of DSP. Because I've not only got, well, usually I would use a full 12 by 12 sheet. Obviously not all of it, because this is 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. But I always pop one on the back, and I usually have one on the front. I haven't today because I've got the beautiful embossed trees on the front of hers. I'm being very brave doing this, aren't I? But I'm pretty sure she doesn't watch my live. She's never said anything, so I don't think she does. She's a busy girl. She's at TAFE and Deakin University, and she also works at Spotlight. And so if that's not enough, she's got a little hobby, I'll say little hobby of patchworking that she's taught herself, or one of the girls at work has helped her with that. So her grandmother used to patchwork. Oh, I did a bit of patchwork too, but not, I had to be taught. So she's pretty artistic. So she's decided that everyone's getting some sort of patchwork for Christmas. I'm getting a blue table runner, I believe. So I'll be excited to see what she's done. So this is the back of the card. You can put a sentiment, you can put a circle or an oval or something there, but I just felt it distracted from the card, so I didn't want to do that. So then on the front, and you'll see that that's shimmery, and I'm sorry about that, but because it's hers and she's pretty special to me, I've used some of the white, the frosted white shimmer paper, and I've already sprayed that. The folder I've used, if you can see that on camera, it's very shimmery because she's got to have shimmer because she's young. That's the Whimsical Woodland folder. And then I've gone ahead and I'm using the holly set, the Leaves of Holly, which is just gorgeous. So just explain how we get all these bits. I'll show you all these bits that I've got here. Good tip is to decorate the front before you put the insert in. I didn't on my first one, and it was very hard to hold it flat to get everything straight. So I've already got a bit of glue on here because I was going to stick it down and stuck, is it? And then I thought, oh no, I don't want to stick it down yet. So that there is this, and then you have this little piece here, which I've used the white shimmer underneath. You cut that out, that fits underneath there. And then you've got your 2-step ones for your leaves. I've used all small leaves, whoops, for hers. I had the bigger ones done and they were just too big. So you've got these ones that layer onto the, you can't see that, can you? These big ones that layer onto these ones. And I've got one that I haven't stuck together so I can show you. Yeah, I do. In colour, the bigger one. So you've got that, and you could put that. Then you can put that over the top and layer that on there. Ah, just gorgeous. And then you've got the little tag that you can put there. I had it lined up all differently, and I thought, no, I don't like that. I'll have to cut another another darker colour leaf, because what I've used a lot of for this card is the In Colour Shimmer. Now where's that? In Colour Glimmer paper. You can see I've had a fair go of that. I've used a heap of that. So that's available in the annual catalogue. I found that very handy for these cards that I've been creating. So now let's get our front on. I just want to lay that on carefully and get things lined up as I wish. Probably have. I was going to do all this before I went live, and I thought, no, I'll leave it so that you know where I'm coming from. I think this one can go here. That's the Orchid Oasis one. And then just this one. I just felt that they were, oops. Could have done them all the same colour, I guess. Do you think I should have done them all the same colour? Is it too late to change my mind? Don't know. Because this is the white over the pink. That's the pink over the white, and this is the purple. I just think that maybe lifts it a bit. I think she's going to like it, whatever I do. This girl's kept everything that I've ever made her, which is quite nice of her to tell me. And then I can probably, because that's already got a bit of sticky on it. And then if I could lift that up, as long as I can get it down where I had it, doesn't matter, I can move it slightly anyway. This might work. Maybe I want that up a bit higher, maybe. Just depends where I'm going to put this. This is the hardest thing, isn't it? You get it all lined up and then you go to put it back together, and that's never where you want it. Just want to make sure that's stuck to my fingers. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And I could pop that up perhaps. Now I want that in between there. Actually, I might need my tweezers for that. got little bits of glue on there. I'll move that a bit. Okay. Oh, I think that's pretty gorgeous. Now let's get this ready. We need to burnish all our folds. Oh, and I've put the, as you can see, I've put the pretty paper across the top. I had all the girls ready, and the first one I'd done was the only one I put the paper across, and I thought I was rushing, and I thought, oh, I don't need to do that. But I had to do that because it just makes the card. You can't just have it without the one across the top. You've got to have it. Oh, I was going to put my frames on, wasn't I? I don't want to put my frames on until I know what I'm having on the inside. Got to actually work it out with you guys, what I'm doing next. Come on. Across there. Fold this one backwards and forwards because it's going to get a lot of action. It's lucky. And I'll just show you on my mucked up one. I had made 7 of these cards, and when I was making number 8, I'm like thinking, okay, why is that not going to work? This is why, I explained to my girls last weekend, this is why you have the slit where you have the cut piece here, not here, because if you have it there, it's not going to work. You'll have your windows back to front. So, just a little tip for you. Now, let's see what we want here. Do we want that? Or do we want that? The words are going to be the same, whatever. So, and I just want to procrastinate with this as well. So we could have that. I don't know if you can see that, or we could have that. I think too much pink. It's not pink, it's purple. The silver and the silver looks nice. Or the silver and the pink looks nice. But I think the pink is too, the purple, I think that's too much. Oh, it's actually okay on that one. I think I'm liking this one. Am I? Or this one? You know, I think I like the silver. Does everyone agree? If, the leafy bits in. Let's just have a play with those while you tell me which way we want to go. 3 of them, that might be enough. We'll go on there. Just there. We'll worry about embellishments afterwards. Now I'm just going to stick before I change my mind. And this is another tricky part too. Now I'm not going to use some other glue because it might be a bit more friendly to me than the other one. I'm not going to pop it up or anything. Because it's got enough bulk in it as it is. Now I've got sticky fingers. And another little tip, I'm just going to have this Merry Christmas on the back of, I haven't got enough hands. That had glue all over it. I must have had a real time with the glue. I'm just going to pop that on the back of there, but I'm leaving mine till I'm ready to write on them before I stick that on, because again it was all bumpy that I couldn't write very neatly. So if yours is a bit not very neat, a bit, what's the word? If yours is not very neat, that's why. So, Boughs of Jolly, yeah. So then this goes, oh, hope that doesn't, got a bit of glue on the top of that. Hope it doesn't wreck it. Well, if it does, I can just punch out another deer and put over the top. So we're just going to go with it, and that glue's all sticky. Sometimes when I'm working with foil, I just like to put the glue on the cardstock because I know where it's going to go. If this, see, it's not behaving, that one. I think it needs to be, have a sticky thing pushed up its nose to make it come out properly. This one's working better. Both in the same room, so I don't know why one's got to be contrary. Just cause, I guess. And if you put that over your silicone mat, it's not going to matter if you get glue where you don't want it. I've got a bit much there. Yeah, I've got it everywhere. Get off my finger. If you do get glue on your foil, you can get it off with a bit of metho on a cotton bud or a bit of rubbing alcohol. I've got the rubbing alcohol in here. I don't always have cotton buds, so I just usually grab a bit of paper towel and use that. Just gets those marks off. It's a bit hard doing, especially with multi-purpose glue, to not get it where you don't want it. Okay, that's going to dry and be okay. Put this on here first. Let's use that one that won't come out because I can give it a good squeeze. When I'm doing narrow bits, I can't give it a good squeeze. I think that's going to dry and be okay. Hopefully will, anyway. Just keep in mind where your folds are there. Try and centre that. You could just use your little squares that you've cut out. Sometimes I've made quite a few of these, and sometimes I'll use just that little square that I've cut out from the centre, and other times I'll use this bigger one if I want to do a bit more of a scene in there. I've got the one I'm thinking, no, I think I've got that all stuck down for somebody. I'll show you another idea, but I'm sure you'll find your own wonderful ideas as well. So then I flip that over because I don't want to get glue where I don't want it. Then I want glue on which side? This side. So I'm going to use my seal. Push that down, push that up. That down, push that up, and then you've got your little maybe I didn't burnish those. I think I did. There we go. So there's your little mechanism. Then Gemma used multi-purpose glue for this step. I preferred, well, after I'd done a few, I kind of knew what I was doing. She says, touch wood. So I just went for it and used my seal. And my eyes aren't real good because I've got seal. It doesn't matter if you get it off there, off the edge, just roll it back on with your finger. I've got one right and one not. I might put a bit, no, I'm not going to put a bit, when I do that with that, I end up tearing the cardstock. I just need, because I went a bit crooked, I just need a bit more sticky here. For my bin. So that's, can everyone see what I've been doing? I should have made sure you could see that. So that's what we've got. That's our little, I'll show you like that before I put it in. And I should have put my embellishments on first. Actually, I'm going to do that now. Use up some freesia of last year's, so sorry about that. But if you want to get the same and you don't have these ones, you can. They mightn't work anyway. Rhinestones might work better. No, I think they're going to be good, I think. But you can always colour your rhinestones with one down there. Yes, you should do this before you seal it all together. It's a good idea. While I've got these out, I'll do them on the front as well. Every girl's got to have bling. Now what's happened? Stuck to my finger. I need some on here as well. I probably don't really. Looks pretty enough without, but I might have lots of bling on here. Because I need to use these up. I've had them for a while now. I can go there. I'm sure we've all got rhinestones anyway, so it doesn't matter that much. Then I'm hoping you can see well enough what I'm doing the next step. Did I get that tape off? I did, I think. Then what you want to do is you want to line this line here needs to line up with the middle score line there, okay? So all you do, can we see that? I'm just going to put this here so that I can see whether you can see that. It's easier to see on a coloured piece of card than a white one. And then once you've got that, that's why Gemma said to use the multi-purpose so you could push it around a bit, but I just found, if you found the centre, and then you found that, and then you close it. But you might want to just do that once you've got it in the right spot. Mine's coming out a bit, but probably should have had it further in before I pushed it down. But anyway, she's not going to worry about that. Well, she probably will. She'll probably say, Nan, you didn't do this properly. No, it's so pretty though. I think she's going to be wrapped with that. And then I'm just going to write my greeting on there and stick that on there, and then it's done. So I just think this is just such a special, gorgeous fold. Hi, Denise. Yeah. Okay, so then, of course, you tie your bow. A bit hard to tie a bow with sticky fingers. And as I said, I wasn't sure whether I wanted to do the freesia ribbon or this, but I think this is going to look pretty special. Fiddle with your bow. And chop it off. Hey, Rhonda. Probably tea time, is it? Yes. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that, and you may still have time to make someone special. Fantastic, gorgeous. Thanks, Sharon. Hi, Sheila. Yeah, you might still have time to make someone that you love a special card like that. I think she'll be really happy with that. Hey, thanks everyone for watching. I hope to be live again next Friday afternoon. We'll see how we go. Okay, bye-bye for now.